Thursday the 15th of October. I am just stealing cardboard from a cardboard bin. What has my life become? Nope, I'm just getting it to lie down on in order to take the engine out from this little beaut. First things first is an oil drain. Yeah. And next go down to Mr. Gearbox. Oh, I hate the smell of gearbox fluid. Always wearing a glove. This is my sump nut on the gearbox. Ugh. Got the grill off to make it easier to get the radiator out. Just got to drain it. Prepared. When you empty your radiator, you want to make sure you've got something underneath, because it will go everywhere. Actually, most of it's probably still on the car, so that'll have to be dried before I do anything. So here's the radiator from the MG Midget. Pain in the butt to get off. I'll just show you. You've got a little hole in there. You get a screw out of, and a little hole in there. Two holes up here, easy enough. Then you've also got two little screws that go behind this bar where that nice hole is there, which are a pain to get out, but it's out now. Next off comes the bonnet, which as you can see I've marked up so I can put it back nicely, and then we start unplugging things, and then she comes out. So to make access easier, taking off the old bonnet. Here it is without his bonnet. Pretty nerve-wracking now because it's all coming in bits. This is where you've got to start remembering where stuff goes. So next on the list was getting the K&N air filter, the aftermarket one, out of the way. It gives me access to this tiny little bolt here, which is a 1/4 inch. Oh, this one. Take the choke out, and then behind here there's like a bolt and pin assembly thing for the throttle, which feeds out through here. Tuck them behind there. And then doing this gives you a good idea of what condition your engine is in, your motor to be fair. Just pulled off the cap off of my ignition coil, and a little blue dust just came up, which I can tell you 100% is not supposed to be there. So it looks like I'll probably get a new one of them. Always have friends when you need some muscle. So out came Mr. Starter Motor. Now, in the manuals, comes from down there somewhere. In the manual it says you can get out from that hole down there, or that hole down there, or there's a little hole in the side there. I don't know if you can see it on the stand there. It's like a little triangular shaped hole. It says you can get it out of there if you're lucky. I found that none of those would be suitable for getting out the starter motor. In fact, the best way to get it out is to just pull it as hard as you can through this gap. You get a little bit of a scratch on your paint, not too much, but you will never get it out from the bottom or the side. So that's just a little tip. Now the alternator's come off. We've got a bit more space to get to that engine mount down there. Got probably enough space to get to that one. Take this pipe out of the way, off of the water pump, and then we can think about loosening everything else up and taking her out. So the carbs are pretty much disconnected. The fuel's just come off. Obviously we've got the radiator and the starter motor and the alternator out. Ignition coil's unplugged. Now the next thing, if you've got a car like mine, it came from factory with an oil cooler. They don't mention that in the Haynes manual, but you want to undo these two bolts, or these nuts, sorry, to actually unhook the oil cooler from the block. Well, now it's all ready to be lifted out, but I've got to choose a place for my rope to go. So everything's out now. Just getting the gearbox out. Undone the top two bolts, left the side ones in. All the bottom ones are out. Gearbox is supported with a jack. And obviously this is all hooked up, and we'll take that out. The longer ones go in the top, and the shorter one goes in the side. Monumentous occasion. As it comes up, check everything. Oh, It's back, is it actually out of the gearbox now?
Yeah, I think so. It's clear enough, isn't it? I'll wipe the far off. Hold on a minute, she's still quite... oh, see, because it's something's on there, isn't it?
Oh,
so... Go up. Is it clear the gearbox?
Has it cleared the gearbox? Have we got a torch?
I should swear. Tight right on the front there. That's a tight fit. A very tight fit.
So it's 10 times easier now.
Yeah. That's real tight fit. I think when you put it in,
this pipe's already grown. I thought it was going to go through.
Yeah. Something that actually makes it so you can actually angle it down a bit more, so it goes in like sort of a bit more of a sway.
Yeah, that's you can
so like this, you can't move it. So.
You can buy them. So that it actually tilts it, you just adjust the pulley and it just adjusts
moves
it.
Yeah. Nothing obviously attached to it. Nothing there, is it?
No, I actually think I've done everything.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thanks for filming this, Simon.
It's alright, tenner.
Thanks for holding it steady for me today.
It's coming this way.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get it clear of that front there. Although,
yeah,
I guess we can't do it.
It did it.
No.
No. It's supposed to. Yeah, you will do it, won't you? Yeah.
Just about, won't I?
Yeah.
Just keep slipping off now, where it's getting so light and wobbly.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be on top, isn't it? Yeah, the back angle was slightly back.
Can we stop recording?
Yeah.
Well, just pull it out.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you. One ace.